Okay, before we get started, I just would like to acknowledge that Commissioner Weicker isn't with us. His dad passed away last week, and you know, we wanted to extend to him and his family our sincere sympathies. Ray's dad served in the military for 20-some years, and at 62 years old was called back to active duty and went. And God bless America, we have people that are willing to serve like that. So our sympathies certainly go out to Ray and his family. We're going to, we're scheduled to make a decision, Councilor Zane, on Europa.
Correct.
I'm going to make a motion to postpone it simply because, as you well know,
I would agree.
there was a difference of opinion on what should be done, and so I'm going to make a motion that we postpone it, reschedule it for, whatever.
February 26th. The next meeting? February, that's fine with me.
Actually, I have a conflict on the February 26th. I'm going to be away.
You want to continue
down
to
at
the
the.
next meeting? March 12th.
Okay, March 12th,
12th.
that'll be the,
Okay, thank you.
all right.
I'll second the motion.
Second, the motion's made and seconded, all in favor say yes.
Yes.
Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Okay, sorry about the inconvenience, folks. Okay, can we go back to first on the agenda, please?
Mr. will now open up matters to do with applications for alcohol beverages, special one-day licenses for beer and wine only, or either one. Ed Cyrus of the Merrimack Repertory Theater for theatrical performances at Liberty Hall at 50 East Merrimack Street for 1/2 hour prior to and during the intermission for the following dates. There are 19 dates starting with this evening, February the 12th, and it runs through March the 8th, 2009. Joe Bew of the Heinz Tavern for Sunday, March 8th, 2009, from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. The event is the Heinz Road Race. The beer concession is the parking lot of the Heinz's Tavern at 465 Gorham Street. Requested also for a rain date for Sunday, March 15th.
Introduce yourself for the record, please.
I'm Ed Cyrus, General Manager of Merrimack Repertory Theater.
Okay, you've both been here before.
Yes.
Ed, okay, I don't need to go through, remind you the responsibility. It's your liquor license. It doesn't belong to Heinz. It doesn't belong to Merrimack. It belongs to you. Okay, that's the only thing we're going to say with that, and make a motion to approve.
I'll second the motion.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor say yes.
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 Thank you.
Good luck, guys.
Okay.
Just to jump ahead quickly for amplification permit, Mr. Bew is also here representing the Ocean Bridge Corporation. Mr. Bew is the president. This is for amplification permit for the band, recorded music, loudspeaker system, sound equipment for the Heinz Road Race, again for Sunday, the March 8th date, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., and possibly, if there is need, a rain date for Sunday, March the 15th, 2009. The venue site would be the parking lot of Heinz's Tavern.
Motion to approve.
Seconded.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor say yes.
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 Thank you. Good luck.
Okay.
Just to go back a little bit with the Lowell Memorial Auditorium, Tom McKay of the Mill City Management, Inc. had a sudden need for an extra date for the Lowell Sun Charities Gloves Boxing. Apparently they had X number of bouts scheduled, and they couldn't fit them all in what originally was approved for a license late last year for this particular season of the Golden Gloves. So they had last-minute request for Thursday, January 29th from 7:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. Contacted the members of the License Commission on the 23rd, reference to this last-minute request, which was approved by the board by a telephone vote, and it was issued on the January 27, 2009. So,
You want a motion on it?
just to
Okay.
acknowledge the. And now jumping ahead to the item on the agenda regarding an application by Ionis Kolios of Drake, Mass, requesting a license to operate a coffee house at 739 Lakeview Avenue. And this matter had been continued from January 8th, 2009.
Introduce yourself for the record, please.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. I'm Paul Sheehy. I'm representing John Coleus and his petition here. And I think the board is familiar with it. However, he is here to speak on its behalf and answer any questions that you might have. It's a petition for a license for a coffee house on Lakeview Avenue on the corner of Aiken Street. And I don't know what other you would like to hear. If you have specific questions about the operation, what the conduct would be in there, John is here to answer them for you, Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead. Yes.
I believe Councilor Cation was about to suggest that we go into executive session. That was going to be
Right.
my suggestion as well.
Okay. Make a motion that we go to executive session.
Seconded.
It is 8 past. We'll be back by 1:15. Okay?
Yeah.
You want to take a vote? Yes, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Make a motion to reconvene. Hello?
Seconded.
Commissioner Occasion?
Yes.
Yes.
Commissioner Bayless?
Yeah.
Follow your lead. You can go.
You know, based on the information that we discussed, is your client so inclined to get a common vicular license and
Circumstance as you're looking for now.
It's the same thing. That's what I look for.
Yes, he would, Mr. Chairman. He'd be amenable to going in and applying to the secretary of the board. Ryan, you now the president, or?
I'm sorry. Missed that.
okay? With that
I was
being
trying
said,
to give
Counselor,
you a
then
proper
He's calling you
title.
the president, not the secretary.
Yes, he would, Mr. Chairman.
all right. So based on that, I'll entertain a motion to withdraw the application.
Seconded.
Okay.
All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Okay, take care. You got it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. What's on the edge? What else is on there?
Okay, last item on the agenda would be the communication. Attorney Louis Saab had forwarded a communication to the License Commission Office.
Ryan, he just,
I haven't been around for a long time. Ryan, where is your office now?
The law department upstairs.
Oh, in the law department. I went looking for you, and I said, I haven't been around for a long time. Thank you.
So with respect to communication, Louis Saab, the attorney, has forwarded a communication regarding a tenant at 72 Merrimack Street, known as, commonly referred to as Bad Dogs. Two brothers, Christie brothers, had failed to pick up their beer and wine license for the calendar year 2009. There was no certificate of inspection issued for the premises. Apparently, they had not even applied to renew that certificate, effective January 1st. An employee of Mr. Saab had contacted the office on behalf of a new tenant. I explained to the employee that the existing licensee was still entitled to be, have that license issued, provided, of course, they met certain requirements, such as issuance of the certificate of inspection. I was advised that the tenant, who was Bad Dogs, I should say, had vacated the premises, and so through formal communication, as you have it in front of you now, Attorney Saab has notified the board that he's suing the prior tenant for some unpaid
No.
rent.
No.
So with that in mind, if the commission wants to
I'll make a motion to rescind the license or cancel it. I'll make a motion to cancel the license.
second that.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Okay.
and I'll notify the State Alcohol Beverages Control Commission on the beer and wine cancellation. With
Okay.
that, that's all I have.
With that,
make-
anybody get anything? Yes. You got something you'd like
I
to?
was gonna make a motion to adjourn, but.
No, I was just asking him. to-
No.
Anything you can think of, Captain? Anything that you'd like to bring up? Have we got anybody right now that does not have their inspection certificates? Has all of that been resolved? Just-
One licensee, Downtown Business, is still, had been issued a temporary certificate of inspection. That temporary had expired as of January 31st. They're now in the process of obtaining their certificate updated so that it would be permanent for the calendar year. With that exception, everybody else has been.
Beautiful. We have any major problems over Winterfest?
No, everything was quiet. No
Read
problems
everything?
at all.
Beautiful. Yes.
I did want to, just for the record, mention some information in response to a request the board had submitted. It was specifics regarding the Europa
Yes.
incident, but I think his application is more general. It might be appropriate for me to just put kind of a response on the record. But I believe there are two specific questions the board had about potential discipline for the Europa. One was whether or not the board could designate different portions of a license holder's facility as rolled back and other portions not as rolled back. After reviewing the case law and having a conversation with the alcohol, the ABCC, the determination is that you can. I think that was the initial response that I gave, but the license has to be treated as one license. If you're going to roll back the hours or suspend the license, it has to be for the entire license. The second question, I believe, had to do with the power of the board to enter into a stipulation with a license holder in regards to the operation of the license. And again, I think the answer would be the board doesn't have the authority to enter into such stipulation for two reasons. Number one, because it's not under the regulations of the operation of the board, and therefore would not be subject to penalties for a violation of said stipulation. And second, because the board doesn't have the authority to enter into contracts with anybody as a quasi-judicial board and a kind of a sub-agency of the city that revolves to the executive branch. So it would mean that the city manager would have the authority to enter into such sort of a stipulation, but not the board itself. And either way, a violation of a stipulation like that, even if the city manager entered into it, would be a contractual violation and not a violation of the license. So, so even if Europa agreed to do something and then violated it, they wouldn't come back on the board for some sort of violation of their license. That's just kind of the long and the short of
Makes sense.
the answer to that.
Thank you. Anything else?
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, seconded. All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
And hi to all the folks. I said I'd say hi to you, the senior citizens on the bus trip yesterday. Yeah, I wasn't afraid to say it.